Halle Berry says
Cleveland.
Says Hollywood's attitudes towards older women may be changing. So for the first time, Halle is starring in and directing a new Netflix movie called Bruised, where she plays an MMA fighter. Look at her, you guys. Wow. Named Jackie Justice. She told Entertainment Weekly that back in the day, when women in Hollywood turned 40, they were done, like really done, or they had to wait until they were old enough to play a grandma. She added the fact she is playing an MMA fighter at 54 is proof that things must be changing. What do you think of this, Erica?
Man, y'all look at Halle Berry.
I know.
Look at her. I mean, she's 54, looking like that. She is mopping the floor with these 20-somethings, okay? Mm-hmm. If she was a 20-something, she would present as a fetus. This woman looks amazing. Honestly, she looks amazing. But I do agree. I think that the narrative has definitely shifted. People are taking better care of themselves, and we see these situations a lot. But I also think it applies to not just Hollywood. We have gotten out of this weird place that we had been in for a really long time, and we're starting to, I don't know, appreciate wisdom and experience,
right.
Not necessarily the look of youth, because now you see the look of youth with wisdom and experience all encompassed into Halle Berry's 54-year-old body, and it's like, right, girl, right.
You see how ripped she was?
She looks amazing.
Do you think things are changing?
Absolutely, they're changing. But where's the pushback from the same people pushing back to people saying, you're not this person in real life, so how could you do this? An MMA fighter's career prime time is 25 to 35. She's 54. Did she take a part from a 25 to 35-year-old actress that could have played this part? Where's the pushback for that?
That's interesting.
You over here playing devil's advocate.
Well, listen, we can't just all...
That's interesting.
We can't just all agree on every story. Halle Berry looks great. Let's move on.
Yeah, no.
You know?
Well, you could say, if you want to play devil's advocate. I don't think there's pushback when it comes to a 25 to 34-year-old age range.
If you're in a wheelchair and you're not paralyzed, people push you back.
But a disability is different, in my opinion. I think completely different.
I'm just picking one. People complain about everything. I'm picking ageism. Is that a good enough one for you?
Ageism is a really good one, but that typically applies for older women missing out on roles. And so good for her for being able to take a younger role. Because
I think we never see that here. We grew up on TV shows where 39-year-olds were playing sophomores in high school. What y'all talking about?
But we didn't grow up in this culture. Right? Nobody cared. But I don't care. I really don't. Right. I'm just saying, where's the pushback?
But I don't.
There might be. To Jeff's point, there's always someone.
Right.
I think there's things that we're missing here, because I think there's more than just like, her age, what's factoring in this. First of all, you've watched MMA for a long time, as have I. I remember when women first started fighting, people just didn't like the idea of women punching each other in the face. Now we've gotten used to that through Ronda Rousey, where they're now household names. So now people are used to MMA. Now we have Netflix, Amazon Prime, tons of streaming platforms that need content. The way that you drive content is with names. So now you have a name with Halle Berry that you could get where you probably couldn't get her at 27 because she was beholden to 6 other roles. Now you can get these big names.
Yeah, but her roles would have been different back then too, to Erica's point. Back then, those roles went to more of like, it was more the physicality of the woman, youth, and that's what was sold. Now there's so many more well-written roles.
But what about G.I. Jane?
What about G.I. Jane?
She, who's
Demi Moore.
Demi Moore played that, and she got ripped for that.
She looked fantastic.
Yeah, she was in shape. She was older.
That's one role compared to probably millions and millions over the last 3 decades that were offered to women.
But I'm saying we're going to see more and more of this because the culture has evolved.
Yes.
In every aspect.
The moral of the story is, could we let actors act and do their job?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That was all I was saying.
That's the takeaway.
That was the takeaway. Just shut up and watch the movie. That's all. That's the takeaway.
That's actually the tagline for the movie.